This is
Okay.
MJ Offcuts map. It's sort of the things that didn't make it into the main bootcamp maps, including some old versions of arenas that are fun but not really fit the main vision that are included here instead. And there are some game mode specific arenas. The lobby has no portals, but it tells you how to join them. So let's go through the arenas. Let's first do Skate. Here is Skate Arena. It was an early draft for the 4th arena before Rock Arena was determined. Was an idea. It's really fun to freestyle jump on because it is a lot of ramps that are not symmetrical. So you can do cool things on here. There's a small little building, a weird main tower. It's just it's fun to jump on, but it's less engaging to market garden on unless you're like a trick jump kind of person, which is, you know, a type of people that will play and might enjoy this arena, but it's less fit for the bootcamp map. Kiwi, you got any notes on Skate?
I don't think so.
Okay, well that's pretty quick. That's fine. Skate's pretty self-explanatory. Probably do cool trick jumps on here. If you like that sort of thing, you might have fun market gardening people. Next up, we'll just go through the deprecated ones first. Next up is Big Surf. Big Surf is another draft for the 4th arena. It's a little crazy. It's a lot of ramps, and they stagger towards the short outer walls, which get taller in the corners. So wall jumps are a little less powerful, which forces you to spend more time on the dangerous ramps. They go down even lower, and then there are steeper ramps onto the inner like tower area, which you can't surf around in the center because there are these walls in the middle, so you have to be a little bit more creative with your way of getting there. In the center there's a big mushroom tower, and you can't climb it directly because the top of the tower is too wide. There are these outer platforms on the side that you can surf on, bait people with, jump off of, and then the center tower is just, you know, a big area. A lot of cool sinks you can do here. Sink up onto the ramps. This one is interesting, but will probably be less engaging to higher level players, just because it lacks a bit of nuance with just all the ramps. But, you know, it's included.
Yeah, that's part of the reason we removed it. The other reason, I think, was when we play tested, it was just sort of everybody was flying around in circles and nobody was really killing each other.
It's just it just turned into gain too much speed and then too fast to do anything.
Yeah.
But oh well. Next up are the game mode specific arenas. So if we join, let's do Juggernaut first. I've added some bots to make this a little simpler to understand. This is the Juggernaut arena. So when the round begins, a random player is selected to be Juggernaut. This is based on, there's a ratio of players to Juggernauts. I believe it is 1 to 10. So if there were 20 players in this arena, there would be 2 Juggernauts. Given that said, the Juggernaut, when they spawn in, they're on the only one on blue. It's everyone versus the Juggernaut, and there is a player-specific score on the left-hand side of the screen. If I kill the Juggernaut, I become the Juggernaut on the spot. I'm not respawned, I become the Juggernaut, and my rocket launcher is powered up. It fires faster, and I think this is just it. It's fire rate increase, but that opens up a lot of new jumps on the map. There are a lot of jumps on here that you can experiment with and do as Juggernaut that might be hard, if not impossible, for the hunters, the other team. So there's some interesting geometry, there's some water, and while you're Juggernaut, every kill you get adds points to yourself. You need 20 of these points to win. If you die, your points are not reset, but they're saved for the next time you become Juggernaut. So now that I have 1 point from killing and becoming Juggernaut, and then I have 1 point for killing a player's Juggernaut. But if Kiwi, I'm in the center, come kill me. Oh, actually, also, can you just... I'll just come over to you. Can you just shoot me? The Juggernaut is immune to knockback. So, don't waste your rockets air-shotting the Juggernaut. Now that I'm no longer Juggernaut, the leaderboard displays me having 2 points, the top player having 2 points, which is also me, and the current Juggernaut only having 1. This is helpful for assessing like how close the current Juggernauts are to winning and how much you need to, you know, how much the team needs to sort of coordinate to get rid of a Juggernaut. Also, at the top of the arena there are these overhang areas in the air, which are useful to normal players if you can get a big water sink up there. But they're more useful to helping the Juggernaut get around safely without taking too many risks. But the Juggernaut can't stall, because the only way to win is to reach 20 points. So stalling will just waste your time. I mean, it's fun sometimes, but the game mode still has a purpose. You have to... Both teams are trying to kill, so MJ still functions properly. There's no one running away, that sort of thing. Next up, we'll just go to Infection. Debug. /arena infect. This is the Infection arena. When the infection starts, there is one player selected as an infected. This scales with the number of players. For every, I think it is maybe every 10 players, there is an extra infection. The zombies spawn in these little shuttles around the map, whereas all the survivors spawn on this top platform. The way the game mode functions is that if you are killed by a zombie, you become one, you switch teams on the spot, and you are now attacking the survivors. The zombies have a shared life pool, so as you see on the left, there are 5 zombie lives remaining. If I kill the zombie, there are now 4 zombie lives remaining. If this number reaches 0, the survivors win. However, when the zombies get a kill, they gain 2 lives back, and they gain a new player. So it's quite... you can end up with a lot of intense scenarios with very few players left, trying to get as many kills as they can and survive still. I'm just going to quickly switch teams. Oh, actually, if you kill bind, you become a zombie. To prevent this breaking the score, the zombies don't gain any extra lives for that. But now that I'm an infected, I don't gain any extra powers, but, you know, it's just me against the survivors. If Kiwi comes here, come over here. If I kill Kiwi, Kiwi is now a zombie as well. We gained extra lives. You cannot go above the maximum of 5, even though you gain 2 lives for a kill. Zombies spawn in random locations to prevent spawn camping. Also, in the infection arena, these red brushes at the bottom of ramps are auto edge bug triggers. They are made with VScript and they work consistently no matter what. Use them, do cool jumps, get away, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna quickly.
They still feel when you hit them just like normal edge bugs, though, auto edge bugs. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, they function the same as an auto edge bug. If I kill these survivors now, we'll see what happens when the infection wins. A new round immediately begins. This goes for all game modes. It prints in chat what happens, and a new zombie is picked. The starting zombie is random. It's not based on the last survivor or anything like that. Although Kofo is quite unlucky with it.
Yeah.
Next up is the Conk Arena. This is the most experimental one. Okay. This is the Conk Arena. At the start of the round, everyone's playing normally. But the first player to get a kill becomes the Conk user. Kiwi now has the Conk. He can Conk overload jump, and if you fire some projectiles, he can shoot conks that explode after a timer. You know, it's conk. You may or may not know how conk works. Anyway, while Kiwi is the conk user, he is the only one that can gain points for our team. If I kill a blue player, we gain no points. Instead, if Kiwi kills a blue player, we gain a point. The conk user also has some extra powers on top of playing with conks. The conks they spawn can deal knockback to both the user, teammates, and opponents. The way conk works is the further you are from the AoE of the conk nade, the more velocity you get. The conk user can also take knockback from both teams. Oh, and Kiwi is now rapping through the arena. Kiwi can take, the conk user can take knockback from both teams. So if I shoot rockets, I can air shot or help Kiwi sync jump out of here. That sort of thing. And the conk user can also pass the conk to other players by hitting them with their melee. Now I have the conk. I'm just going to quickly do some demonstration of it. While you have the conk, holding down left click charges up a conk nade, and you can use the audio playing to help time it. When you overcharge the conk grenade, the explosion doesn't hit other players, but it does multiply your velocity. So if you're standing still when you overload a conk, nothing happens. But if you jump right as you overload a conk, you multiply that velocity. The conk nades you spawn also have their timer displayed on screen, so you can keep track of some of them. But the beeping helps a lot more than the timer. The conk arena has a couple of little features made for using conks with, such as little places to get the conk nade trapped to help you jump around with them. You can put it in the basketball loop and jump with that. You can also put it in these grooves to do upward jumps. The conk user also has a really unique power in that when they b-hop, tick perfect through our script, they keep their velocity. I wish I could hit a b-hop right now for some reason.
I don't know if I can hit a b-hop, we'll see.
It won't.
We'll cut it out,
Yeah, just put it in like NFC. I think you got one there, was that slide?
That's a slide.
Okay.
Okay, this is the one.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
The conk user can keep their speed while b-hopping, just like TFC. Oh, in TFC it's capped now, but just like TFC used to have. Anyway, that's the conk arena. It's inspired by Halo 3 Oddball. But instead of having no guns, you instead have to play conk. Have fun playing conk. I really hope you enjoy playing conk. This is the freeze game mode. It's freeze tag. When the round starts, it functions just like MJ. No one is modified, nothing is different. The arena is quite interesting. So, the way freeze tag works is if I kill an opponent, they become invisible for a period of time. While they're invisible for that second or two, they cannot be unfrozen. And then after that second, they are frozen. You know, hence Kiwi is ubered and quick fixed. He can't take knockback. And other players walk straight through frozen players. To unfreeze a player,
I got some banger music.
Yeah. To unfreeze a frozen player, a teammate needs to come within a certain distance of them. If I get frozen by Kiwi, now I'm stuck. I have to wait for a teammate to come and help me. Oh, good luck getting them over there.
Help me!
Help me!
Wait, hang on.
To win, one team needs to have all their opponents frozen.
So this one can go back and forth pretty rapidly. It's a lot of fun.
Yep, especially now that you don't get stuck in people. But now that I'm frozen, I'm back in the game, everything's normal. I can kill opponents. Credit for the kills all still counts. Even when you freeze them, you see how they die and then are revived as frozen. That's freeze tag. Woohoo. What do we have left on the list? Oh, we gotta go through the duels. In the Offcuts map, there are 3 duel arenas. First, there is the cross duel arena. This one was in development, but was a little funky, so didn't really fit in boot camp. It's still fun. It has a little cat and mouse kind of gameplay to it, and a lot of angled walls. Celebrate angled wall enjoyers.
Wall buggers be winning.
Actually, I genuinely just accidentally did one. Anyway, it has an upper and a lower area. Really bright. Just to help you see players down here. And, you know, there's just some interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm probably going to make it darker in the release build. Anyway, yeah. That's Cross Arena. Next up, the next 2 arenas are versions of the other game modes. There is Jug Duel, in which both players are Juggernaut all the time. So if you like jumping as Juggernaut, you may enjoy playing Jug Duel. All the rocket launchers are buffed, by the way. Beggars and Airstrike as well.
We should show off the admin crazy commands.
Anyway, this is Jug Duel. It's just a normal duel. You can play it any duel type you like. Velocity is probably going to be crazy fun with how fast you can jump on here. Oh, I missed. Next up is Conk Duel. It's exactly what you think it is. It's a duel where both players are Conk players. So if you're a big Conk head, this one might be right up your alley. For the majority of people, this one is probably not going to be that far up their alley, but you know, at least you have a place to practice Conk for when you next have a really intense Conk match. Like we had on the playtest, it was actually really fun. We played like a quarter of the playtest on Conk.
Damn.
Can we go and get this guy? What? I missed that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, both players can still b-hop and keep velocity in this Conk duel. Oh, I stuffed it. Anyway, that's Conk. I love Halo 3